Hey kids, welcome back to Infobay. I know that it's hard to go back to work on Monday, but unfortunately there's just nothing you can do. I mean, you can quit, but unless you're ready to retire, I think that that would make things worse. Anyway, let's begin with the first story of the day so you can get out of here. Just bring it, story number one. And today is the deadline for Argentina to file a petition before the United States Supreme Court asking the judges to review a court order that requires our country to pay $1.33 billion to the holdout bondholders, commonly referred to as vulture funds around here. U.S. Attorney Paul Clement will be making the filing, according to the local news state agency Telam, and this is a legal conflict that could bring about a new economic crisis in Argentina and can set a dangerous precedent for future sovereign debt restructures. So we're all following this case closely. It's President's Day in the United States today, so the court is closed. So the filing will probably be done tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. Next. And the national government's subsidy policy remains an issue these days, since close to 5% of Argentina's GDP is spent solely on subsidies. And allegedly, some in the cabinet are analyzing whether they should be eliminated or decreased. But Cabinet Chief Jorge Capitanich defended the policy. He said that discussing subsidies in monetary terms was not important and that the government's priority right now is to lower the $8 billion deficit in the energy sector by reducing energy imports and increasing exploitation of YPF or YPF. Capitanich also said the government is looking to exploit alternative energy sources at a lower cost. Next. And you can add another name to the list of politicians looking to run for president next year. Sergio Uribarri, that's the man to my left, is the governor of Entre Rios, and in a recent interview with local newspaper Página 12, he confirmed that he intends to take part in the PASO primaries next year, which means he will be competing with other Kirchnerites looking to make it to the Casa Rosada, such as the Buenos Aires province governor Daniel Scioli, the governor of Salta Juan Manuel Urtubey, Senator Aníbal Fernández, and even Interior and Transportation Minister Florencio Randazzo. When asked why he wants to run, he said it's because he's certain that the Kirchnerite political project still has a long way to go, and he wants to pick up the torch and keep going. Next. But competition is going to be fierce next year. The governor of San Juan, José Luis Gioja, who you may recall was in a helicopter crash last year, is recovering properly back in his home province of San Juan, and while discussing who should be president next year, he praised Governor Daniel Scioli from the Buenos Aires province and defined him as a leader who represents both Peronism and the Victory Front Party, and that he's almost certain that Scioli will be running for president next year. Regarding the current situation in the country, he said that things are going back to normal and that the best that could happen to Argentina was to see Cristina finish her second term in the best way possible. Next. And when it comes to collective bargaining, things are not looking up. The so-called dissident CGT or CGT umbrella union, that's the one opposed to the government, has warned that they will ask for at least a 35% salary increase because they say that considering that inflation in Argentina is above 30%, they can't just ask for 25%. The second in command of the Teamster union, Pablo Moyano, warned that the negotiation would be very hard and that some unions would be taking their protests to the streets next month. Regarding the possibility of rejoining the official CGT, the one that's aligned with the government, Moyano said that there's zero chance because it's too close to the administration and all they do is celebrate whatever the president says. And that's all for today. I hope you had a great weekend. Please remember to check back with us tomorrow. And in the meantime, check our website, infobay.com, for more information. I'll see you guys tomorrow.